All right, so myself and my buddy Dave are back out here at the old house. So I flew the drone inside, and much has changed, as you can see. We've had some good storms, good winds and what have you, so I knew it was only a matter of time with some of the stuff. However, it does look like somebody's been in here, and you hope they're just salvaging it. They've got a road dug through, and that was the kitchen area right there. Probably built in the 1880s. There was a pile of bricks right here. They've gone through that. Don't know if they're looking for a well. See a bottle over here. Let's see what we got right here. Nah, it's a Clorox bottle. So doesn't look like that was a bottle dump. Yeah. And it's like I'm actually torn in two minds. Part of me is like saddened to see it in this state, and I got to show you around here in a second. You'll see, which you've probably already seen in the side of the camera. In some ways I'm sickened and saddened, but at the same time, if they're able to save stuff and it can be reused in another house, you know, in the renovation or the building of another place, so the spirit of this place lives on, then I guess, you know, I'm torn. Look at this brick. This is one they haven't grabbed. Look at that. Anyway, so yeah, that's what's happened to the chimney. Finally came down. I'm gonna guess that it was pulled down, but at the same time the building has collapsed. Now I wonder if it collapsed and caused this to fall, or did this fall and then it caused that to collapse. I don't know. One thing that Dave pointed out, I wish he was here right now, he's down on the other side, he's probably busy digging a hole. You see that right there, that notch, and there's another notch right there, another notch, and probably used to be another notch right there. That is the original pitched roof joists. Hey Dave. Right, I think they're called joists, I can't remember, but I see the chinking. So this is the original, probably 1850s, 1860s log cabin right here. Hey, what do you call those? What do you call them? A-frame joists? What are they? Not joists. Joists that go across. What do you call the pitch roof beams?
Oh, just the rafters.
Rafters. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, so there's actually more. There's the one you saw right there. There's another one behind this plank right here, and you can see the remains of another one right there. So yeah. So that house originally, I guess that must have been the front door over there.
Single story, yeah. There's a single story square cabin.
Yeah.
Looks like about 20 by 20.
Yeah. So, but anyway.
And this is a V-notch. This type of notching is called a V-notch. There's three main types of notches that they would use. You can see this piece is cut to match.
Yeah, there we go.
Right here. Usually they're square notches, which are obviously square. Then you have the V-notch, which is really common on the East Coast. And then the half
it will
dovetail.
fit right there like that.
Half dovetail.
See that, folks?
And that's a 6 by 12 log. I can't tell what species. I'm not that good with wood, but yeah, that's quite complicated to do and make them fit tight. These are well-made notches.
Yeah.
You can see that, you know, water hasn't gotten in there 150 years. That's solid wood right there.
Yeah.
And you can still see the
chinking.
Yes. So they used whatever they had. So there's pieces of wood in there, and then all this clay. This is actual clay daubing right here. Probably
local mud, right?
Yep. And then whitewash. You can see where they plastered on the inside, so the woman of the house could have a nicer finished look. This was whitewashed. That's just hardened clay. That's all that is.
Look at that. All done by hand.
Yep, and then some of this is, you know, this is
There's
lime.
there's hair in here too.
Yeah, this is lime. And you can see it's real crumbly, but you can see the hair. This is probably horse hair or something.
Yeah. That's the same, the pub, the King's Head there in Kingsdown, where my parents live. They have a part of this exposed. The same stuff.
So this is whatever they had available. This is lime. That's, you know, more expensive to get, because you'd have to make lime. You'd either have to have a source of oyster shells, or of course we have limestone here. You know, Limestone County. They could burn it and make lime. And that was, you know, before they had concrete. This is what you use for hundreds and hundreds of years, especially over in Europe and here. But your first settlers, they used mud, and you can see there's mud in there. That's what they used.
Very interesting. It's just sad at this stage is where we get to see how it was built. Now that it's falling apart, more so. I mean, there's another V-notch right there.
And you see this one rotted out from the end because it was exposed.
Yep.
Where the gutters failed, all this water ran down. The clapboards actually saved a lot of this lumber for a long time. You can see it's still pretty good, but anywhere where the water got to, where the roof failed, then these, you know, you got rot. But you know, if the roof would have been in good shape, these logs would all be salvageable. But
kind of interested in those notches here on the bottom of this cross log right there. That was for the original floor, and that's why, you know, this had a loft in it. It was a single story, but it had a loft. Generally that's where the kids would stay, and so they, and the logs were sitting on a spanner. That's one level below the notches for the
had a steep roof, and you had a little loft up there, and you know, of course no insulation up there, but the kids would sleep up there, and you, I guess, have a little bit of storage. And then later on, as they got more well off, they turned it into a
they turned it into a two-story and added the two wings, I guess. And I'm guessing 1880s,
because you couldn't tell it was a lowly log cabin.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's kind of the story of America right there. You come here, you build a life, and as you get more prosperous, you know, you build and expand, and and now
the American
more
way.
Progress coming, resalvaging it. Soon this will probably be a shopping mall. Who knows?
Yeah. I'm gonna get a picture of that notch right there.
This is the first one I've seen with the V notches. All the others I've seen square notches. I've seen half dovetail. This is the first one I've seen with the V notch. You know?
So you can check this off your bucket list.
Yeah.
But you knew about. So what was which part of the United States was the V notch prevalent? Was it prevalent in this part of the United States, or was it just
more on the East Coast?
More on the East Coast.
Virginia.
So if these people came from Virginia, this is what they knew.
Probably. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. It makes a lot of sense.
So they, you know, you had a lot of people coming in, so they could have. It was common in Appalachia, you know. So, but they were coming from Virginia, so. If you knew who lived here, you might could trace them back and figure out where they came from.
Yeah.
They might have come from.
Well,
Virginia.
yeah, I know who the original person, the last name and the earliest known person that lived here. But she would have lived here when it was just the log cabin.
Yeah, that's the loft though. That's what that was.
That's cool. That's cool.
Before. So you had like.
It's kind of interesting though that they got them on the bottom of the bottom of the log as opposed to on the top, so as the log could take the weight.
Well, they do. If you go in there where it's collapsing, the log that was under it was full. It's not.
Okay.
It's not. They only notched the top. They let them sit on the. So they must have done a pretty good job of having them level. The only reason you'd want to notch the bottom really is, you know, I've seen them both ways. I've seen there's actually no rhyme or reason to it, James.
Okay.
Some of them they notched the bottom and the top. Some of them they just laid them full length, you know, so that spanner log could carry the weight. Some of them they notched into. But if the log is not level, you know, because you're stacking logs, you can stack the butt end on one and you alternate, so you keep the building level.
Yep.
You know, you can't use the butt end of all the logs, otherwise you'll have one high end, so they'd alternate them. But when you get to this level, if it's not level, you might have to notch some to, you know.
Okay.
So, but these they scribed and notched to fit over, and that keeps your that also keeps your rafters from twisting, you know, because as they go lengthwise, that's force on them makes them want to lay over.
Yeah.
The notch keeps them from laying over.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Good point. Good point.
That's why you have, you know, when you're building a floor or something, you have to put blocks every so many feet, because those
stop them from.
Yeah, they want to lay over.
Yeah.
You know, if they're not thick enough. That helps with that as well. there is a rhyme and reason to it. And this little notch, that it may be notched on. Let me feel the backside. Maybe notched on the backside too. No, it's not. But it is a little bit. So
the rafter that went up had a V notch in it too. So it just basically sat on top of it.
It locks it because the roof is wanting to cave out.
Yeah.
You know, so that is if you don't have a lot of nails, they're having to use pins. There are some nail holes there.
Yeah. And there are wooden pins inside the house on the one door.
Yeah, the nails are hard to come by, so I mean, using things like this where it locks it together naturally with the tension helps. You know, if you don't have a lot of nails.
Yeah, it's quite a lot.
They use so much this timber frame joinery because nails are hard to come by.
Yeah, I'm gonna just show the person on the couch who's watching. They're coming here, getting ready to dive out of here. Just in case Mother Nature decides to
oh yeah, it's really sketchy on the inside.
So right there is wooden pins, square pins.
The whitewashing and the daubing is really good right here.
All right, we're doing this very carefully, folks. Oh yeah, look at that.
And it smells like the buzzards that are roosting above us. It stinks terribly.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see how white it is and bright this would have been.
Well, it actually would have brightened the room up too. I mean,
absolutely.
It doesn't look like they had any windows.
Here you can see the beam. You can see
yep, there it is, right there.
Really good.
There it is. Yeah, there's nothing holding that roof up, that floor up, dude.
Just the strength of these.
Yeah.
Beams, but yeah, it's all falling off.
Yeah, it's all. It's like that far wall was pushed out.
Yeah, and this you can see where the water got to this, unfortunately.
And there's the brick foundation down below. You can see where they use bricks.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that was a later thing though. They put the bricks in.
May have. This. God, that stinks.
Yeah. Lime mortar.
You see, it's like you look at most of this, it doesn't even look like it's got any mortar on it. Some of it does, some of it's got this crap.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, this is just crumbling.
That's why it fell apart. I mean, it's not. I mean, there might be some of it that's been retapped with concrete later, but yeah, this stuff is some form of.
Well, you remember when we first came out here, you could see very little concrete in the way. You know, I gotta get some pictures of those.
Up until about the 1900s, so they didn't even use Portland.
Yeah.
Lime mortar.
You could tell the ones that had the heat.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it looks like somebody dug through this, didn't they, to get the good bricks. Yeah, more power to them, I guess. You know, like I said earlier, it tears at me that this is allowed to get like this. But you know, it's like that.
Die and kids don't want it, and it sits and sits.
There's that show on YouTube, Broken Window Theory. I don't know if you ever watched them. A couple of kids in, when I say couple, there's like 3 or 4 of them in Europe, and they find all these abandoned mansions, literally abandoned homes, and they walk in, and it's almost like the people left yesterday. The house, the furniture's all still there. I mean, all the lead paint's peeling off. The frescoes on the ceilings that were painted, back in the 100+ years ago, they're all peeling. Just yeah, amazing. But all right, let's get some photographs and we'll putz around a little bit more. There's got to be privy out here somewhere. Gotta be. All right, so I was just looking to get me a couple of bricks from this place. I've got a couple of bricks from other places. I got this nice one. Looks like it's a I don't know what it's made out of, but it's a different color. It's not concrete, obviously. But then I saw this in the pile here, and it's got 360. Somebody took a stick and put 360 into this brick. So I'm assuming that was a brick count. I'm assuming. So that's cool. So that's 2 bricks I'll be bringing from here. That's brilliant. That's cool. I mean, that just what's the word? That just screams handmade right there. So yeah, there's something about bricks, isn't there? All right, Dave and I are done here. If you're still watching, appreciate it, and we'll see you at the next spot. See ya, bye.